All right, people. I'm getting ready to go to work. Weird thing is, I was on my way. I was intentional to be early. And I get to my destination and realize that I don't have my badge, my ID, nothing. So I had to turn around. So tonight, I am waiting for our guest of the evening. And she is a powerhouse. I can't really say she's up and coming tonight. So I'm just waiting for her to come in. Angela, are you here? I sent the request. Well, I'm on my way to work. I'm on a third shift this week, unfortunately. And my whole point was to get there early so I could, sit down and chill. Angela, are you here? So I'm just waiting for her. For all those who are on, please like and share. All right. Hello. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Girl, this has been an evening, okay?
Oh, I understand.
I left home on purpose early. And I get to my destination and realize I didn't have my ID, nothing.
Oh no.
So I had to go all the way home and then start my journey all over again. Crazy.
Well, at least you safe and you here now.
Let's see. All right, is everybody hearing us okay? I'm hearing echo.
You hear feedback? Okay.
Mm.
Hear any feedback? Let me see if I change my area. Will that help?
What I've been telling everybody to do, if you have headphones to kind of help.
Okay.
Um, that's the only thing that I've heard, I've seen on Google to help with the feedback issue.
Okay. Is that better?
Is that better, you guys? I don't hear it myself.
You hear me good?
I can hear you.
Okay.
Is that better, you guys? I was waiting on them to respond. I don't hear it anymore. I did hear like a delay or something like that.
Okay. Yeah, maybe they'll let us know if anything sounds wacky.
So, for those who have not been on the show before, I totally believe in the 6 degrees of separation. I
Hmm.
believe that we're all like one person away, one opportunity away, one advice, one tip of getting to where you need to be. So basically, this was one of the opportunities that was given to me to start what I'm doing. We're having conversations. Thank you. It's better.
Good.
Conversations with all types of people. And
Yay.
it's been a great feedback from all those who have been watching of dealing with coping with death, loss, starting your own business, people in the music industry, the regular 9 to 5, teachers, all of that good stuff. So
Mhm.
I felt, or I was led to reach out to who I'm talking to tonight, Miss Angela Davis. Now, I must say, I also tell them how I met the person. Well, in this case, I have never met you,
Oh wow.
but on Facebook, I feel like I know you. So I've seen you at different venues. I've seen you rock the stage at different lounges, um, things of that nature. And I have so many questions because I am a singer myself. I'm a writer myself. So for you to be already out there, I'm like, yeah, this is my opportunity to sit at the table and just drink broth. Okay.
Yeah, I feel you.
So, Miss Angela, with further ado, can you tell us, like, how did you get into the whole singing music? Did like, were you singing forever? Um, that type of thing.
Yeah. So, I have been singing for a very long time. I've always been in choir. Like time, and a friend of mine told me to come to They Say. I'm not sure if
Hmm.
you guys are familiar with the restaurant They Say, but back in the day, they used to have an open mic, and Katrina Storm was the host. She was amazing. She could sing and improv and all of that. And
Hmm.
so they encouraged me to go up and actually sign up on the list and just do some open mic singing on the spot with a live house band. I was just like, oh my God. I was so nervous. And then I started making connections with different musicians. I became really close with her. She pushed me to every week when I would come, like, come on, sis, sing this with me, improv with me, all this good stuff. So, um, yeah, and ever since I've just been kind of just every time I go somewhere, I make it a mission of mine to make connections and just um, show what I have to offer as a singer, as an artist.
So, did you, when you were in school, were you like part of like choir, jazz bands, or any of that?
No, in college, that's funny. Like I kind of decided to do the whole like find a career to fall back on type thing. So I decided
Hmm.
to go into teaching, to education, because I was like, I feel like teachers are going to always be needed. So no matter what,
Okay.
I'll have that career. And then, but I still love music, so I would keep my ear out for like different open mics and different shows that were going around on campus. And so I
Hmm.
did kind of get a name for myself for like being a good singer because I would always be looking and seeing what was going on, whether it was an open mic, whether it was an actual show where they were looking for talent for different events. I was always like, if I don't have a class and I'm not studying for finals, I'm gonna try to fit it in.
Hmm.
Yeah.
So, how long were you a teacher? Did you like go forth and actually be a teacher?
I actually am still a teacher to this day. I actually teach
What?
and I am. Yeah, I'm a teacher by day and I am a singer the rest of the time. That's what I tell people. So I've been a teacher. I graduated from college in 2009. So I've been teaching since 2009. Yeah. So I've been teaching for over
I
11 years.
didn't
And
know that.
I
Jeez.
know a lot of people are shocked when they hear that I'm a teacher. But I am. I'm a teacher. And but like no matter how uh, old I get, because as you get older, people say, "Oh, you're old," or at a certain age you got to give it up. No one said that to me verbatim, but I know how people could be like, as you get a certain age, in your 30s and 40s or whatever, they're like, you got to give that stuff up. Only the 20-year-olds make it, but I still keep pushing, and I'm still grinding towards wherever the Lord is going to lead me to go.
Right. So right now, if I'm understanding, the things that I've seen you do were mostly covers, right?
Mostly, but I do have original music as well.
Okay. Okay. So since the pandemic, how has doing the gigs, um been? Have you slowed up, or you stopped, or what are you doing?
Slowed up definitely, because I actually just had my first child in January, so I had to slow down
Congrats.
anyway. Oh, thank you. Yep. So she'll be 11 months on the 13th, so
Mm,
almost a year old. But in January and February, obviously, I was out of commission totally because I had to heal and all that. And then the pandemic happened in March, so I did still do some private engagements because people were being cautious. So like small weddings,
okay.
funerals, things like that. I was still doing those. And then when the summer came, people were doing more outdoor events. So I feel like I did do a few outdoor um, festivals, few weddings outside, things like that. But like as of now, I pretty much don't have too many gigs going on, but I have some. I've been using this time to work on projects that I otherwise wouldn't have had the time to do because I would have been gigging every weekend and teaching throughout the week as well, which I'm still doing, but virtual, obviously. But I said, I might as well take these lemons and make lemonade. So I've been working on
Right.
some projects that are going to be coming up. I actually have something coming up on the 19th, um, where I'm premiering a special video performance that I did in the studio with my band. Some covers and some original music. I can't wait to um, introduce that to everybody so they can see that unplugged style side of me. And then I also have a song I'm collaborating with some other amazingly talented ladies that I'm excited to share with you guys. It'll probably be premiering the earlier part of 2021. So yeah,
Okay. So you said your daughter was born on what day?
January the 13th.
So for kudo points, that is the day after my birthday.
Really?
Yes,
Oh wow, she's a
ma'am.
Capricorn.
Yes,
Okay,
ma'am.
okay.
The
Tell me
the
about
great
Capricorns. Are they good
the
people?
absolutely great people, great natural born leaders.
I
Very
can see
loyal
that.
friends. Very creative. Whether it's singing, arts, music, all of that. Yeah,
Yay, I'm excited.
you,
Yeah.
you got one of the best ones. So I
Yay, well,
might
I'm
say myself.
excited. Yeah, I'm excited to
So
see her grow and
do
develop. Oh,
you
I'm
didn't
sorry,
hear
I
me?
missed that because it was a little bit
Oh,
of a delay, a glitch.
do you
Uh-uh.
do vocal lessons?
I do vocal lessons. I actually, like I said, the pandemic was a blessing and a curse. Of course, it was way more so a curse, but I actually I used the time to really push myself to do things I would have never thought to do because I would have been so busy. But I actually started doing virtual vocal lessons during this time because people were bored and they were like, "Oh, I want to learn how to sing and I want to be a better singer." Now I have some time during this lockdown, so I, I was available. I actually did an interview with Live in the D, and I was able to promote my vocal lessons on there. So I actually work with several students. Several of them are young people who sing with DYC, the Detroit Youth Choir, and then
Yes.
other people are just adults that always wanted to sing and wanted to be better and just heard
Wow.
about me and decided to work with me. So yeah.
I might have to take you up on that one myself.
Okay, yeah. I'll definitely let you know all the information.
Um, I did catch you or a glimpse of the Thanksgiving parade, correct?
Yeah, yep.
So I didn't
That was
see the
me. That was fun.
performance, but I saw a picture. I'm not even sure where I
Okay.
saw it at, but I was like, "Oh, that looks like Angela." And I read the caption, and it was like Angela Davis performing at the Thanksgiving parade, and I was like, "Wow,
Hmm.
that's major," you know.
Yes,
And
it was so fun.
this is the thing, I would say I'm not really saying the way of free advertisement, but at the same time, it's like who don't know you will know you by the time this is over with. Like I
Hmm.
have put out a post that you don't realize how many dope people you're around on a regular basis unless you talk.
Hmm.
So I'm like, you guys should get excited about the people that I know and that I'm getting to know, because in
Yes.
my opinion, they're needed. Not only just because of their crafts, but because of the stories that a lot of people don't know. Like, I'm bringing on people who at this moment are dealing with cancer, but that's not stopping them from living.
Amen.
And
Yeah.
music is my heart. So of course I'm biased when it comes to the musician or the singer and all of those. Like, music heals as well. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
So
yes.
I'm definitely gonna push those who, is my heartstring. But there's also people out here, like I said, that have the regular 9 to 5, the single moms, the single dads. We all have a story to tell, our victories, and we overcome by those things. So this is
Mhm.
the platform for it, to be like, we might have been given, a bad report at this time, or um, whatever is going on in your life.
Mhm.
There's people out here who did it, who overcame it, who beat it. Like, I've told
Yes.
people that didn't know, I had COVID in March. I'm still
Oh,
here.
wow. Yes.
So people come to me, inbox me, ask me, how did you overcome it? And then I'll tell them the things that I took. Of course, everybody's body is different. Everybody's recovery time is different. But yet and still, now you know somebody that's close to you who who made it.
Yes.
So
Man, that's deep.
I'm
That's so
I'm
true.
saying, yeah, I'm saying with you, your music is your voice. I told you, I inboxed you when I asked you to come on. Like,
Mhm.
to me, when I look at you, when I hear you, you remind me so much of Layla Hathaway. And
Oh, that was so honored.
I adore that woman. Like, if I ever met her in person, I'd probably have fall out. Like,
Oh
okay,
my God, I love her too. She's amazing.
the way you approach a song, or things of that nature, is like, I don't, it comes natural for you, but yet and
Thank you.
still, everybody has their own lane when it comes to singing. Everybody
Mhm.
should not sound like each other,
Right.
but when you sing, you do your own cover, your own spin to it. So when you're listening to a song, or you pick a song, how do you go about, picking it, or how do you go about attacking the song?
Um, I go about it. Well, I'm an old school lover, so like I'm a young old soul, I guess you could say. So, um, I listen to the Phyllis Hyman and the Anita Baker and Luther Vandross and all of that, Stephanie
Mhm.
Mills.
Mhm.
So that stuff is like what really touches me and really gets me going and inspires me. That was the word I was looking for.
Okay.
So when I hear songs like that about love and heartbreak and struggles and things like that, I have to kind of like go into myself and say, okay, let me think of a time where I might have gone through something like this, and um, I bring that out in my performance. So
Mm.
yeah, like Angela Bofield, I tried. Like that's an example. I sang that for like a concert, a virtual concert I did. I think it was last year, and I just
Mhm.
kind of thought about a time where I really went through something like that, where I tried to make this work and it just didn't work out, and I felt like people was like, I was feeling you on that song, girl. You was singing
Wow.
that, and I'm like, yeah, I was reflecting on a time where I went through that, and that's what helps you really perform as opposed to
Mm.
just sing. I'm all about performing.
Yeah, like I said, you definitely caught my attention, and I was more so like, I have to meet her. I have to, um maybe one day share a stage with you. I don't know.
Yes. Oh, I would
I,
love that. I love
I
meeting new artists and working with people.
I'm like, this is the time, the opportunity to, get out here and, like I said, showcase your talent. I
Hmm.
was out in Highland Park at a old museum, art museum,
Hmm.
that they started doing as a open forum, and this was like last year, right before winter happened. Everybody was going there, perfecting their crafts.
Mm-hmm.
And I had told somebody on a live before, that was the first time I performed outside of a church.
Wow.
I'm a church girl. So,
Yeah. No, there's nothing wrong with that. Yeah, but
uh,
you were expanding, spreading your
yes,
wings. Yeah.
I was up there singing, You Better Call Tyrone, okay?
Okay. Yeah.
And
Sing, girl.
and then it became like, art, you gotta do this song. Like every time I went on stage, that's what they requested. I'm trying to do something different, and this is what they want me to
Yep.
say it. Like, okay.
Uh-huh.
So, how do you go about, like, who's your favorite artist? Like, you like doing their cover?
I guess my favorite, artist that I love to perform.
Mm-hmm.
I love performing Anita Baker songs.
Uh-huh.
I love performing songs by Anita Baker. So, um, when people hear me do Anita Baker, they do request like certain ones, like, oh, do Sweet Love, do Been So Long, do Giving You the Best That I Got. And like, I love them all. So it's like, sure, I'll do whatever. But one artist that I do enjoy performing,
Mm-hmm.
but people just, they love it. And I'm like, they love it more than I think. People love when I perform Jill Scott Golden. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
like,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
no matter what, like, no matter how that song is, how many years old, people still go crazy when they hear that song and they love to hear it. So I'm here to please. I aim to please. So I'm always down for performing it for them. But no matter what, they always request that song.
Yes, I've seen you on, I think I want to say, I don't know if it was at a wedding, but I did see you perform it before. And I
Oh
was like,
yeah.
oh, how you do your riffs in it and how you own the song yourself, even though we
Hmm.
know it's a Jill Scott song.
Yeah.
If I didn't know no better, I would have thought it was you.
Oh man, that means a lot. Thank you. Yeah, I love putting my own spin on it because you've already heard the record, you've heard the original artist rendition. So I always think to myself, what can I do to make it a little different or make it a little, make people say like, oh, I like how she did that, or oh, this was a little different.
Right.
Because me trying to be like somebody else, I'm gonna fail because I can't be Jill Scott, I can't be Anita Baker, but I can cover them and give my interpretation.
I'm like, I'm excited to see, what you got coming up in the new year,
I'm excited for you guys to see it. I'm so excited because
because
yeah.
it's like, not that you say that you the local celebrity, but I feel like you're gonna get to that status where everybody locally in Michigan or wherever, because we're all over the place, they're gonna know who you are. And it's amazing to get to know you at this point, like in the beginning stages before you blow up.
Oh, I claim it. I'm gonna claim that. I received that.
So, is there anybody like out here in the music world that you would love to work with if you had a chance?
Oh, yeah, I would love to. Honestly, like the people I just named, I would love to work with Anita Baker. I know she retired, but I mean, maybe she can come out of retirement and do like one more song for Detroit. But I would love to collaborate with, people I grew up on. Like I'm so old school, so I would
Mm-hmm.
love to collaborate with, Stephanie Mills. I would love to collaborate with, who's like it might say Jill Scott. I would love to actually, I even said this in my head, I need to put it out there. I would love to portray Jill Scott if she ever decides to do like a biopic
Ooh, I can
or
see that.
decides to do a movie of her life because she's had a very great life and career. I would love to be considered like, to play her in a biopic. Yeah,
That
yeah, I
would,
would love to do
I
that.
never paid attention to the, but you do favor her.
People say that all the time. So I'm like, okay, people are telling me this, and I'm not asking. I'm not saying, hey, do I look like Jill Scott? They're coming to me and saying, like, oh, who you look like? You look like Jill Scott. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to run with it. And maybe if they have a casting call, I'm going to let them know I cover Jill Scott all the time. I get compared to her a lot. So I'm your girl. I'm your girl.
I'm in agreement with you when it comes to speaking as things as though they were,
Mm-hmm. Put it into,
because
speak it into existence.
I would be front and center,
Aw.
seeing it, watching it, and excited for you, because I'm like, is there any particular, like, do you just want to stay with, like, I can hear in your voice, like, the R&B, the jazz,
Mm-hmm.
gospel? Is there
Mm-hmm.
anything else that you want to get into, like?
Ah, I would love to do something like, I guess, theatrical, so like doing Broadway, something like that, because
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I could, I could hold my own, and I
Uh-huh.
feel like I would love to just kind of see what I've done a little bit of acting, small roles in local plays and things like that, but I haven't done it for a while, so I basically might as well say I'm a beginner again. But
Mm-hmm.
I would love to kind of get back into that and like do a role and just kind of become a different character and just challenge myself because, like I said, I have the soul and the jazz. And I've done gospel. I've actually done a lot of work with Jay Bethel and Spoken For. That's a new gospel group that I've been working with quite a bit. But I would love to kind of tackle some Broadway or theater, musical
Mm-hmm.
theater.
Wow. So do you think that, like, once your daughter is to an age where she can comprehend and all of that stuff, are we gonna groom another baby
I don't know.
Angela?
I don't know. I'm kind of torn between that because I want her to make her own decisions. If she's
Mm-hmm.
showing interest and really, really like, oh my God, like watching me sing and mimicking me and things like that, then of course I would groom her to, learn and do things better than I did so she can become greater than me. But if she's showing interest elsewhere, I'm not going to force it. So I just have to kind of wait and see how she grows and develops. But I would love for her to carry the legacy, carry the torch. I would love that.
Wow. So on the average, or does this depend on the song? How much effort does it take you to actually learn a song for yourself? Like,
Ooh,
a
well,
Anita Baker song or something like that. How long does it take
so
you?
songs I grew up on, I pretty much know them because I sang them thousands of times over and over again. But
Mm-hmm.
new stuff, so like, as our new artists that I love, LMI, her, Queen Naija, all those new artists that have like great music. It's like it's the lyrics for me. Like I might know
Okay.
the melody really well, and I can
Right.
like, oh yeah, na, 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 and do little runs and stuff. But it's like, what's she saying? Oh man, I gotta pull up the lyrics. And then technology doesn't make it any better because a lot of the corporate events that I've done, as long as you look professional, like we have tablet holders that can attach to
Touch
a
the word.
mic
Yeah.
stand, and it looks very sleek, and it just looks like, oh, she's reading her music on her iPad. So I've been kind of spoiled in that
Right.
regard.
Right.
So
Okay.
I haven't really learned too many lyrics in
Okay.
a long time because of technology, a gift and a curse.
I get it, because I think most of the time, and I don't know what that is, I can do gospel songs, gospel lyrics, and know them, but when it comes to R&B songs, the only couple of songs that I knew like straight through was something from Stevie Wonder. I couldn't
Okay.
remember, when he have like four or five different. I'm like, yeah, you lost me. Let me just,
Oh my God.
let me get stuck on the the chorus, or
Oh my
the
God.
bridge
Yeah.
or something, like, yes, there's too many words.
Yeah, I've actually made up words on the spot too. Like we might, I sing a lot with 313 The Live Experience.
Yes.
That's one of the bands I perform with,
uh
and they'll like kind of throw in like a little snippet of like a new song, and I'll like sing what I know and then make up the rest, and then we move on to another song. So by the time people probably realize that I sang that a little differently, it's like, oh well, they're singing something different. So
and
whatever.
two, it's like when you're performing and you don't have the look like you messed up or anything, they have no clue.
This is
None
true.
whatsoever. So what do you say, how long have you been in the music business, like?
I would say at least 10 years. Definitely. I like not like being like super successful, but grinding for about 10 years. So like from open mics to small, you know, little gigs to actually doing I did the Super Singer contest in 2015, and that's what kind of helped me catapult my career because it was like a singing contest on Channel 4 during the fireworks,
Right.
and thousands of people saw me during that contest. So that like helped me really propel and get out there, and I was able to get the singing on the Thanksgiving Day parade and sing on Live in the D and do these different corporate events because of that. So yeah, I would say at least about 10 years. It's 2020, so yeah, 10 years.
Have you done any like national anthems anywhere?
I have. I have. I actually have done the national anthem for U of M basketball. I've done it for the Detroit Lions several times.
Mm.
Um, I did it for the at U of M. They had a big soccer tournament that I mean there was like about I want to say 60,000 people there for this
Mhm.
tournament, and I did the
Mhm.
national anthem for that as well. So I've
Wow.
done the national anthem quite a bit. Yeah,
Recommend if you really want to get out there like I guess an independent artist, do you recommend doing a lot of contests and things of that nature to get your feet wet, or just
I do. Like I said, I even recommend doing those auditions for like The Voice and America's Got Talent because, you know, I've tried those as well because what they do is even if you don't make it,
mm,
they get you like seasoned at doing auditions because
okay,
as an artist, you're going to do auditions, whether it's if it's for The Voice, whether if it's positioned to be a part of another organization. It's just auditioning is a part of life. You know, when we interview for jobs, that's like an audition. So
right.
I highly recommend doing auditions for television shows and contests and all that because all it can do is make you stronger and make you better and more experienced at auditioning.
Right. I don't know if you've seen this. I think it's on Netflix. The Voices of Fire.
I haven't
Um
seen it, but I did. I saw the clip of it, but I didn't watch it, so I have
oh
to check
my
that out.
gosh. Yes, it's a must see, especially for those who are into choirs, or
Yes.
how choirs are made, or this one was on a different level because it was Pharrell and his uncle who was putting this choir together for their community,
Oh,
and how they came about of picking the people who stood out to them, what they were looking for, even to the point of those who might not necessarily could catch someone's attention, but it was the spirit behind them or their tenacity to try to learn the songs. And
yeah.
so they showed you different parts of how they came up with picking a choir. And I said, you know what? Of course, we're being biased. I feel like I'm being biased. Detroit is um, overwhelmed with talent when it comes to music in general,
Yes.
as well as singers. So when they
Yes.
did the auditions here with Sunday's Best and all these other places looking for
Yeah.
talent, I said, yeah, we're so good. It would be so dope to have something like that with I don't know if they did it before, well, getting a choir together. And like Pharrell did, Pharrell
Oh,
also when they did their finals and they chose the ones that were gonna lead songs as a choir, they did an album, was signed to Pharrell's label, and they
wow.
did a recording album. So
Wow.
for
That's
all
awesome.
those who like there was a guy that he used to be in a group that was associated with Levert. I mean, not Levert. Gerald Levert. And when he passed, basically the
Oh
group,
wow.
yeah, it was over. So for him, he was like, I don't want to put my heart back out here, and I don't want to be disappointed anymore. I don't want this and that. And he was one that God had chose for a lead song, and Pharrell was really pleased with him. So I'm saying with you that again, we're one person, one step, one opportunity away from achieving our dreams. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I want you to understand, if you don't walk away from this, from anything, your presence that I saw just on Facebook, I haven't experienced you live yet, but I will.
Okay. Yeah. Oh yeah.
I
We
I
will.
was very impressed, to the point I have to be in her presence. I have to know who she is. Um
Thank you.
so
That means a lot.
that is highly kudos to you. And I've been around some of the best, especially when it comes to choirs.
Oh yeah, I know. You
Some of
said,
the
you told me already you a church girl, so I know they be singing at church. So yes.
Listen here, if you learning how to sing in a choir, I believe that you should be able to sing any and everything anywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited. um and with the pandemic, are you teaching in the school, or you're doing virtual?
I'm virtual. Yep, I'm virtual teaching. So through the day, I'm pretty busy with that. But like I said, I'm, after school's over and I, have the day to myself, I make videos. I'm working on other projects. I have a few collaborations I'm working on.
Hmm.
I did a studio session live with my band, and I'm excited to be premiering next week. So just a lot of stuff going on, because like I said, I use this pandemic to my advantage, because I felt like I'll never get time, like downtime like
Down,
this.
no. Mm-mm.
So I was like, I'm not going to let this time just be in vain. I have to do something with this.
Wow, I'm so excited. I'm like, can next week get here fast enough, please? Because
Yes, yeah, yeah. You'll be seeing some stuff on Facebook promoting it soon, very soon. I'm probably gonna get on y'all nerves.
I doubt that. I seriously doubt it. I think if the what I've seen so far, everybody's probably gonna be where I am, excited to hear what's the new thing, excited
Yes.
to being overjoyed to be like, okay, I'm about to hear something that's gonna blow my mind. Like, so with that being said, is there anyone else that you are like really pouring into, like somebody that not we don't have really apprentice when it comes to singing, but
Any new singers? Bree Nicole. I'm not sure if you're familiar with her, but she's the little sister of one of my favorite singers that I love to perform with. I've been working with him this, and so his sister is she's younger, quite younger than me, and so she's trying to, push herself and get out there. So I definitely love her talent and what she's doing. So I'm, you know, been there to support her and give her encouraging words, and just kind of, let her. She has an amazing talent, and she can do whatever she wants to do with that. And I just always just give her that encouragement. And I've even reached out to her to let her know that, like, when the world opens back up, and if I have more opportunities to perform and I have creative control, I would love to have her on board to do some things with me, whether it's collaborating or whether it's her doing her thing as like an opening act or something like that. I definitely want to support her. So yeah, gotta look her up.
so
Her
the idea of um do you want to be signed to a label, or would you want to be an independent artist?
I actually would like to stay an independent artist. I love having creative control over what I do. So I would like to be a nice well, comfortably living, nice salary, all that good stuff, where I'm, able to uh, be a singer full time, but be an independent artist and do what I feel in my heart, and not have anybody telling me what to do. And not that I'm against authority, because I still need a team to keep me in line and tell me like, oh yeah, you should do this or you should think
Mm.
about that. But a label, I hear so many horror stories. I think I'm gonna stay away from that.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, for now, until I see otherwise. But I am collaborating with some independent labels that, aren't like money hungry and super huge and just like all about working you like a dog to try to, get the almighty dollar out of you. So I'm definitely not opposed to partnerships and working with other smaller businesses and smaller labels. So that's something else I'm working on as well. So,
It was something else that I wanted to ask you. Oh, can you do me a huge, huge favor? Now,
uh-oh,
there's
what?
now I can't have you on here and you not sing something, okay?
Okay. What would you like to hear? Hopefully I know it.
I listen. You sing what's in your heart. I don't have anything specific.
Oh, okay. I thought you were getting ready to say like, oh, I want to see if you know this song. Okay.
No.
Oh gosh, I guess I'm gonna stick to my roots. Like I said, I love old school, so I'll stay in that realm. Let's see, what's a good song? Uh, let's do Anita Baker. Gotta do my favorite. Okay. Ain't there something I can give you in exchange for everything you give to me? Read my mind, I feel just fine when I think my peace of mind is out of reach. Scales are sometimes unbalanced, and you bear the weight of all that has to be. I hope you see that you can lean on me, and together we can calm the stormy sea. 'Cause we love so strong and so selfishly. They don't bother me, so I'm gonna keep on giving you the best that I got, baby. They don't bother me, so I'm gonna keep on giving you the best that I got, honey. Yeah.
Girl, girl.
Oh, thank you.
I don't even know what to say after that. Right. Thank you. Beautiful, beautiful. Yes.
Thank you. Thank you,
Uh
Nisi. When I
this
see
is
my girl
just
Leah on here, she told me to telling people to follow me on Instagram, TikTok, and YouTube. Yes, girl, I'm all over that. So you have TikTok and you like listening to singing videos on TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, I'm all on there. Thank you, Leah. Thank you, Lily.
yes, please, for those who are on, please like and share this video. Get
Yes.
Angela out here in the stratosphere, not just the atmosphere, but the
Oh, thank
stratosphere.
you.
She is one of the stars from Detroit that needs to shine bigger than where she is right now. I'm
Oh,
speaking that, and I know when everybody's venue will be open, you will be overbooked,
yeah.
overwhelmed
Let's
with
claim it. Claim
right
it.
with your phone ringing off the hook on all venues that that you want to do, whether it's
Hmm.
vocal lessons, and I will begin with you,
Yes, please
and
do.
whatever avenue you need to be in to make sure that your dreams come true. Um, Thank you again for taking the time out
Hmm.
to talk with us,
Of
and
course. Thanks for having me.
yes, I will do it again when
Yay!
everything is open. Maybe one day I'll do a live while you're actually singing up there. And
Ooh, that would be awesome.
yes. So again, blessings to you and my fellow sign baby girl. the day after my birthday.
Yes, her name is Penelope. We call her Penny though. So
Penelope.
yes, Penny
That's
Penny.
nice. So again, thank you again for sharing with us and
You're welcome.
singing with us. And again, enjoy the rest of your evening. And
You
I will see
too.
you soon. Okay.
I will see you soon. And thank you for opening your platform and for doing this. We really appreciate you as artists, like to be able to share our stories.
No problem. I'm sure again,
Yay.
anything I find out once you start blasting for the group next week, I'll definitely be sharing it on my page
Okay.
to get people to support you.
Tune in. Thank you. I appreciate that. You have a
You
good night and
all
thank
right?
you.
You welcome. Talk to
Bye,
you later.
everybody.
Bye bye.